This video we're going to look at a little bit of coordinate geometry, finding an equation of a line given 2 points, factorizing a simple quadratic, and then completing the square and looking at the meaning of that. So the midpoint of -2, -3 and 4, 7 is given by this formula: x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. This is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate of the midpoint. Good idea to label these x1, y1, x2 and y2. So we're going to have -2 x1 plus 4 divided by 2, and then we're going to have -3 plus 7 divided by 2, -3 plus 7 divided by 2. Make sure you select the right coordinates, so it's very easy to make a simple mistake here. So we're going to have -2 plus 4 gives me 2 over 2, which is 1. -3 plus 7 over 2 gives me 4 divided by 2, which is 2. So the midpoint is 1, 2. Right, in order to find the equation of the line, we need to find its gradient. So the gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it's going to give me 7 minus -3 divided by 4 minus -2. So it's a good idea to put these into brackets. 7 minus -3 gives you 10. 4 minus -2 gives you 6. Cancels down to give a gradient of 5 over 3. Now there's several ways of finding the equation of the line. You can use y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1, or you can use this idea y is equal to mx plus c. I'm going to use this method this time. Now the gradient is 5 over 3, and then you need to use one of the 2 points. Obviously this would be the easier of the two because there's no negative signs in it. So the equation of the line is y is equal to mx plus c. We require 1 point on the line, which I'm going to use 4, 7 this time, as opposed to the first one, which is got negative numbers in it, and a gradient which we just worked out to be 5 over 3. So my equation of my line is y is equal to 5 over 3x plus c, but I know when y is 7, x is 4. So 7, make sure you put them around the right way, is equal to 5 over 3 times 4 plus c. 5 times 4 is 20, so we've got 7 is equal to 20 over 3 plus c. Now, c will be 7 minus 20 over 3, so I would suggest you try to use your fraction button on your calculator in an exam. So 7 minus 20 over 3, using 20 over 3 as in using the fraction button, will give you 1/3, and therefore the equation of my line is going to be y is equal to 5 over 3x plus c, which is 1/3. Therefore it's now in the correct format as required by the question. Right, part B said factorize x squared minus x minus 12. This is quite a simple one, so we're just going to write it out as 2 brackets. We're going to write here x and x. We've got 2 numbers which multiply together makes 12, and if we subtract them, we're going to get 1. So the only possibility is 3 and 4. We want the 4 to be negative because it's going to be minus in the minus 1x here and plus 3 here. You can check that by expanding it for yourselves. Finally, we have to x squared plus 8x minus 7 can be written in the form x plus p squared minus q. Find the value of p and the value of q. So this is called completing the square. So x squared plus 8x minus 7, and what you do here is you look at this number here by the x and you take half of it and you write down x, and because the sign here is plus, you write down plus, and then you put down 4. You close the bracket and press squared. Now if you work that out, you're going to get x squared plus 8x, and then you've got the 4 squared. The 4 squared will give me an extra 16. I've still got the minus 7 here, so I've actually added in 16 when I've done that. Therefore I need to subtract 16, and therefore it becomes x plus 4 squared minus 7 minus 16 is 23. That's now in the correct format, x plus p squared minus q, and therefore p is 4 and q is 23, because it says minus q there. So just be careful of that. You have to write down the value of p and q. So p will be 4 and q is plus 23 because it says minus q in the required format. Write down the maximum value of x squared plus 8x minus 7. Well, the minimum value, not the maximum value, sorry, the minimum value will occur when this bit here in this format is equal to, the lowest that this bit can ever be is 0 because you're squaring it. All other numbers, even if this in the bracket is negative, will be positive once you square it. So the minimum this can ever be is 0. That happens when x is minus 4. Alright, as this is the minimum is that this can be is 0, the minimum the function can be is minus 23. Therefore the minimum value of y will be 0 squared minus 23, and therefore y is equal to minus 23 is the minimum value of the function. Okay, so it's been quite a difficult question. So what we've done here, we've done a little bit of coordinate geometry, we factorized the quadratic, and then we have completed the square and tried to interpret its meaning. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.